According to US News and World Report, being an SLP is one of the best jobs out there. On this year's list of 100 best jobs, speech-language pathologist was ranked number 10. Obviously, I agree. I think being an SLP is an amazing job. But you've probably also met SLPs who are not happy with their careers. You know, the ones that get Sunday Scaries early on Saturday morning because they just dread going to work. So how do you make sure that you don't end up like them? When you're job searching, it can be tricky to know whether or not you've found the right position. This video is all about helping you figure that out. Here are 3 signs that you've found a great Med SLP job. Let's dive in. I'm Theresa Richard. I've been a medical speech pathologist for 15 years. I'm a board-certified specialist in swallowing and swallowing disorders. I'm the founder and CEO of the Med SLP Collective and Med SLP Education. Number 1, you feel valued and supported. When you've found a great Med SLP job, you will walk away from your workday feeling valued and supported. Ask yourself these questions. Can you see yourself working in your role for a while and being happy about it? Med SLPs can work in a ton of different settings. You deserve to feel excited about the patient population you're helping every day. Does the compensation at your job meet or exceed your needs? This will look different for every person. Some SLPs want a full-time gig and a benefits package with all the bells and whistles. Others want flexibility. Whenever you're considering a job opportunity, think about your priorities in terms of pay, benefits, and schedule. Only you can decide what will make you feel the most valued and work best for your lifestyle. Also, is there flexibility in your role or a future role you might want? Depending on your personal life, you might want the ability to switch to a different shift. If there's flexibility, then it might be a great fit for you. Do you have the tools you need to do your job? If you're a CF, will your mentor actually be available to show you the ropes and support you? If you're a seasoned SLP, will you get a solid orientation period so you can adjust to your new role? And when it comes to patient care, will you have the appropriate therapy resources and diagnostic tools for the population you work with? Is your productivity requirement reasonable? You should never be heavily encouraged to cut corners or work off the clock just so you can hit a ridiculous productivity. If you answered yes to all 4 of those questions, that's a sign you found a great medical SLP job. Number 2, there are opportunities for growth and learning. Great Med SLP jobs offer opportunities for growth and learning. Here are a few more questions to ask yourself. Is continuing education encouraged? A great Med SLP job will offer a continuing education subscription in your benefits or reimburse you for attending courses, or ideally both. The always learning mentality is definitely a sign of a good place to work. A heavy emphasis on continuing education will allow you to grow your clinical skills, advance your career, and provide the best care possible to your patients. Do you have access to leadership and collaboration opportunities? You know you found a great job when you're encouraged to find ways to make your facility and patient care better. There are so many options here, like presenting to the physicians at your hospital about the services SLPs provide, or working with the dietitians on transitioning your SNF to the IDSI diet. One member of the Med SLP Collective shared this story with our group. After over a year of what felt like endless meetings, from ICU Liberation Committee meetings to Nursing Practice Council meetings, to Value Analysis Committee meetings, to ICU Supervisor meetings, to Healthcare Informatic Council meetings, and lots of advocating, we now have a nursing oral care order available in our EMR system. And we now stock single suction toothbrushes. I never thought I'd find so much joy in a hospital equipment room. How amazing is that? I absolutely love that story because I think it paints an excellent picture of how SLPs can change conditions in their facilities for the better when we're given an opportunity to grow and collaborate. By the way, I'll be posting other videos just like this one that you won't want to miss, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Also, do you have any specific questions about knowing when you found a great Med SLP job? Leave a comment below and tell me about it. We'll be sure to get your questions answered as soon as possible. Make sure to stick around to the end to claim a freebie or 2. Now let's talk about our very last sign of a great Med SLP job. And if you're considering a new position, that means it's time to do some investigating. You know you found a great Med SLP job when your research about the company leaves you feeling good. Number 3, you have a good feeling about the company. Here's what to do before you accept a new Med SLP job. Talk to people who have worked at the company or facility you're interviewing with. Ideally, you'll be able to talk to an SLP there, but if not, try to find a PT, OT, or nurse to give you the scoop on life in the therapy department. Remember to also check out online reviews about the company on Glassdoor, Indeed, or LinkedIn. Find out what staff turnover rates look like and if people seem happy at the company. If SLPs rarely leave the facility, that's a sign they're happy there, and you probably will be too. Tour the facility whenever possible. This is when you can use your spidey senses to figure out what working in the facility might be like. For example, if you're interviewing at a SNF, you can ask yourself these questions during your tour. Is the facility clean? Do the residents seem well cared for? Or does everyone look disheveled like they've been laying in bed all day? Are there social activities going on? How long are the call lights on and going unanswered? Does the staff seem to be really stressed out, or are they in a positive mood? Assess your gut feeling after the interview process. Was your interviewer professional, responsive, and kind? A good future supervisor will have all of these qualities. Ask yourself, can you still see yourself in this role? If you find more green flags than red flags during your research process, that's a sign you found yourself a great Med SLP job. Here's a bit of a cautionary tale and why doing your research before accepting a job offer is so important. I met an SLP once who was interviewing at a SNF. She was offered great pay and benefits package and was about to accept the position. During the interview, she was told she would have access to VFSS at her facility. Officially accepted the position, she reached out to a former classmate who had worked in that building before. Her friend shared that while the SLPs technically had access to VFSS, the administrator almost never approved patients being set out for them. Yikes! Thankfully, she realized this job wouldn't be a good fit for her before she accepted. If you're an SLP who's hunting for a great Med SLP job, then I hope you found this video helpful. If you want even more guidance, you're invited to listen to episode number 185 of the Swallow Your Pride podcast. During that episode, my guest and fellow SLP Emily Hornback shares everything you need to know about crafting a resume to land your dream job. And since you stuck around until the end of this video, I've also got a free gift for you over at medslpcollective.com. You'll get instant access to our free Med SLP Collective clipboard kit. We have a robust and vibrant community of SLPs and mentors to help you out with your toughest clinical cases. Head over to medslpcollective.com now to get your hands on this. The link will be in the description below.